Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Love Kher, and I'm going to be hosting my friend Mr. KJ Sharma. Today, we are going to talk about uh, nature versus humanity. My first question to Mr. Sharma is going to be basically why humanity is not so serious about the nature, in spite of the fact that we are seeing so many calamities going on due to bad weather, fires, and many other aspects where we are seeing the effect of our behavior in this society and in the nature. So please, Mr. Sharma, give your thoughts.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Kid. Basically, it is all because with the uh, growth of civilization, the excessive consumerism had been so immensely increasing that people had been ignoring the nature. In fact, our own body, mind, intellect, our surrounding, all the trees, other creatures, the planet, the atmosphere, the space, everything is part of nature. But a proper education is required in order to understand the whole gamut of nature because everything is surviving and are sustained by the nature in the nature. So for that, it is very important that from the very early days when the children are going to the school, from the very early days, such curriculum should be developed concerning our life and nature. So once that understanding is made clear among the small children when they are at the impressionable age, from that stage itself, when they are fully aware as how the life could be harmonious, conducive with other creatures, other part of nature.
So basically, if I understand what you're saying, is that today, um, with few exceptions, of course, there is a very big disbalance between what we consume and what the nature can offer. And nature cannot keep doing that forever. There's no such thing that will last in the infinite amount of time. And that awareness is lacking in the early stages of life. So that can be taught in the school, in the houses itself. Parents can also teach and show some basic experiments in how the plants are important for our survival as well as the overall nature survival, and and those kind of educational reforms have to be there in the school system. But I think more importantly, families have to also take their responsibility.
Well, but the problem is that, the family members, when they have not been exposed to the proper knowledge, how they can impart that knowledge to their children? That is the problem.
Hmm. Hmm.
But anyway, first of all, currently, the entire humanity has to think and start developing a curriculum which should be imparted from the early days of schooling. And apart from that, even to the media, on television, also such programs should be conducted so that the even adult minds are also educated or they are better informed. Normally, what we see in the news, on the television, in the media, when there is some calamity has taken place, so news will come. Okay, there had been earthquake in California, or there had been fire in California. The forests are burning. The fire also spread, and some colonies had been destroyed. Some houses had been destroyed, and all those kind of things. So that kind of a news come, which is very hurting to the humanity. But people have to be aware of the cause because of which these things are happening.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the, unless the human mind is aware of the cause, human mind cannot address the result.
So, how do we help the humanity get more aware? I mean, they see the effect, obviously, everybody sees the effect, but that's too late.
Yeah.
So, how do we create that seriousness so that they know that if we do such and such thing, this is the likelihood of the effect which is going to come? So, how do we break that cycle?
Yes, you see, there are two or three aspects or the way that we can do it. First of all, it should start from the school days education from elementary and middle school itself through the curriculum. The second thing is by legislation. The government authorities, the politicians, they should come out with the legislation as how to check and balance. Because through legislation, then even the adult mind, even the adults will also be made aware or they will be bound to obey or follow the regulations. If somebody does not follow the regulation, breaks the law, then he should be punishable. That is the second aspect of it. Then we know we can address the grown up mind in general. And third, this is such a topic, though this awareness has already come globally. That is why, you know, the uh, all the countries they are discussing about it on the global warming because of the climate changes are taking place. Global warming is going on, and you know now by and large we are getting aware that the Earth temperature, our atmosphere temperature is increasing. Glaciers are melting. The sea water level is rising. So all the coastal areas are going to be submerged. So a lot of such things are going to happen. Now, in order to address that, you know, these things have to be done on global level in every country's government must be very, very pushing and active on this.
So,
And, and for that, government has to come with the legislation to check the excessive consumerism because whatever is happening is all because of excessive consumerism. Though nature has already provided enough for the survival and for harmonious life of every creature, including human being, to live on the Earth planet. But because of the excessive consumerism, how much of paper we are wasting? For every piece of paper, some plant has to be killed, some trees have to be cut. So when we are cutting so many trees and doing deforestation, then at the same time we should on a war footing we should plant the trees in every country in every society. People should be encouraged to go for massive plantation. So once we do massive plantation, that is one aspect of it. But at the same time, excessive consumerism, this is concerned with the plants and trees. But excessive consumerism is also like excessively you are hunting animals, killing animals. Then you are also fishing. You are killing. You are collecting marine life and devouring. So that is also excessive consumerism. So, on every aspect, so much of excessive consumerism is going on, which is creating imbalance in nature. If it is, if it is done in a moderate manner, then the harmony will be maintained. If the harmony is disturbed, naturally, natural calamities will happen.
which is basically a simple principle
Yeah,
that whatever we do, we should always learn to do in moderation.
moderation.
And anytime we cross the boundary,
Yes.
then we cause problem, be that the environmental problem, be our personal health problem,
Totally. Yeah.
or anything.
Yeah.
And majority of these things are happening because people are not
Ignorant.
respecting, they are ignoring for their own selfish interests. So education is one thing,
Yes.
legislation is second,
Second,
and the third was
control on excessive consumerism.
okay. And so it's basic again comes down to awareness, creating the awareness among the society that certain things are essential, those have to be consumed, but all the non-essential things can and should be controlled. That's the message.
Yeah, that's the message. Yes.
All right. So thank you so much, Mr. Sharma.
Thank
We'll be going a little deeper into this topic. But for today, once again, thank you.